Quest presents an unabridged recording of The Jungle is Neutral, the epic true story of one man's war behind enemy lines, by F. Spencer Chapman, narrated by Leighton Pugh. About the author. Freddie Spencer Chapman, DSO, was born in 1907. He read English and history at Cambridge. Taking part in expeditions to Greenland and to Himalaya, Chapman made the first ascent of Chomolhari in 1937. When war broke out in 1939, he was a housemaster at Gordonston, where Prince Philip was one of his pupils. After the start of World War II, he was assigned to a special training centre as a commando instructor, and in September 1941 he was posted to Malaya to help organise local resistance against the impending Japanese invasion. It was the beginning of his career as a truly outstanding strategist of guerrilla warfare. His danger-filled 3 years and 4 months spent in the jungle with the Malayan People's Anti-Japanese Army are the theme of The Jungle is Neutral, and were full of action, peril, illness, and uncertain allies, but also appreciation of nature and the unique experience he was living through. At the end of the war, he was a civil affairs officer in Malaya until he was demobbed in 1946. He then returned to educational work. He was the organising secretary of the Outward Bound Trust for a year before taking up teaching again as a headmaster. Chapman married Faith Townsend in 1946, and they had 3 children, Nicholas, Stephen, and Christopher. He died in 1971. Chapter 1. In Search of the War. When I left Sedba in 1926, I loathed the school OTC to such an extent that although I was a cadet officer and had taken Certificate A, I was determined I would never voluntarily form 4s or polish my buttons again. In the early summer of 1939, however, when I was a housemaster at Gordonston School, Murrayshire, it became obvious, even to me, who rarely seemed to find time to read a newspaper, that war was coming, and on the advice of my headmaster, I, together with several other younger members of the staff, joined the local territorial battalion, the 4th and 5th Seaforth Highlanders, though I can lay claim to no Scottish blood. And in July of that year, we went to camp at Barry.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?